Can you tell your child not to talk to my son? I saw her talking to my son when I went to school to pick him up. Lower class people should only talk to lower class people, understood? I don't want my son to be staying in touch with someone from a poor family. Excuse me? What do you mean? Is it a bad thing for children to talk to each other? Isn't that their choice? Moreover, what the hell do you mean lower class? Of course it's bad. Why did your daughter talk to my son in the first place? You people do not deserve my son. Mrs. Johnson, why all of a sudden? Did we do something wrong? And what do you mean that we're poor? I believe we're living a standard level life. I heard you're a single mother. It's obvious you're poor. Where did your husband go? What? I think that is too much prejudice. You shouldn't say things like that. Just because I'm a single mother doesn't mean that we're living low standard life, does it? Even if someone was poor due to any reason, that shouldn't be something to be made fun of. You'll never know what it's like living a better life. Thanks to my husband, we're living a wonderful life. It's such a pity the way you work all day, and you still don't make enough to eat enough. Don't tell me your main meal is always oatmeal. We do eat oatmeal because it's healthy. Is there a problem? But it's not like that's the only thing we eat, obviously. I knew it. You look like someone who can only afford oatmeal. Just so you know, we had dinner at a French restaurant last night. I guess we're living on a way too different level. I see. Good for you. Well, there's no wonder why. My husband's the CEO of a company, did you know? That's how different our positions are. Or do you want me to ask him to hire you? Only if he'd accept a poor person, though. Thank you for your kindness. But if I may make a point, I believe it's the children's choice to choose who they become friends with. So I kindly ask you to not interfere with their friendship. Hello, did you hear anything I said? As a parent, you should understand this. Why would anyone want their child's life to be ruined by some poor family? After all the time spent raising them? First of all, you should rethink about considering all single mothers as poor. It's rude and inappropriate. Second of all, this whole attitude of being better than someone else based on income, it's ridiculous. Wait, are you trying to make your daughter a gold digger? Excuse me? I know you're trying to get close to my son using your daughter. But too bad, that's not happening. Give up. A daughter of a single mother won't even stand a chance. What are you talking about? They're still 6. Why would she even come up with such a thought? Let alone me. Oh yeah? You never know. It seems tough to raise a child as a single parent. Plus, you wouldn't want your child to experience the same thing, would you? Of course not. I'm doing my best to raise her properly without a father. But to become a gold digger is not what I'm willing to educate my daughter about. Yeah, of course you'll say it like that. I guess I'll need to educate my son more. To not go near poor people. What are you thinking? I'm just a single parent, and that has nothing to do with the children. I don't mind what you say about me, but if you make my daughter feel bad, you'll pay for this. Sure, go ahead. Are you done? I need to get going, so I appreciate it if you can wrap it up. Oh yeah, I forgot you're a single parent. No wonder you're so busy. I can stay home all day and do the laundry and sew. That sounds nice. Please keep it up. I bet you've never worked a day in your life. Shut it. So, did you get my message? Don't you dare think of letting your daughter come near my son. There will be consequences if you do. Please don't teach your child that. It's utterly ridiculous. Now, goodbye. Mr. Johnson, may I have a word with you, please? It's about your wife.
Good afternoon, Miss Taylor. Did something happen?
Yes, your wife was looking down on me just because I'm a single parent.
Pardon?
It seems that she doesn't like the fact that our children are talking to each other. She saw them talking to each other at school, and she was ridiculing me for everything.
Jesus. I'm so sorry about whatever she has told you. I don't know exactly why, but her values are sometimes really prejudiced.
Okay. I'm a patient person, so I handle whatever she says to me. But I cannot be tolerant when it comes to involving my daughter. Can you tell your wife about this from your side?
No problem. I'll try my best. However, since I have hardly ever interfered with my wife about our son's education, I may struggle a little when convincing her. Is it okay that I ask for a little time to figure it out?
Sure, but don't take your sweet time, please. This is about my daughter, not me, so things will need to move ASAP. If I feel it necessary, I'll just talk to her directly.
Oh, I will do my best. I can't imagine how she will react if I tell her how much I owe you. Since she likes to look down on people, I'm afraid our family would break apart when she finds out.
As I said, I as well like to keep my tolerance as long as possible. But I need to take action before things get too late. It was really unexpected to hear criticism that bad from your wife. So please understand that I have limits.
Yes, I understand. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I didn't know how bad the situation was at this point. I'll do whatever it takes to convince her.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that this is also for educating your son the correct things.
Yes, I completely agree. Once again, I am really sorry.
It's okay. Just please make it quick. Mrs. Johnson, you need to explain. I just had a phone call from school. The office told me that your son spilled my daughter's lunch and made fun of her. Hi, Miss Taylor. I received a call as well. What are you so angry about? It's your fault. Didn't I tell you not to let your daughter come near my son? Your daughter just got what she deserved because her single parent won't educate her. You thought I would take that seriously? Are you insane? They're just kids. Exactly, they're kids. That's why it's important to educate them with the right knowledge. What did you tell your son? Did you tell him to bully my daughter? Of course not. I just taught him that your family is poor and he shouldn't be friends with the Taylors. It was just a slight warning about how dangerous it is being friends with poor people. Are you serious? What do you mean dangerous? I told you before. Since you feed your daughter cheap oatmeal and live a miserable life together, I told my son that being friends with such people will only make him miserable. You brat. She was crying. She came to me crying, saying she was treated like a disease or something. Your son thinks poverty is some sort of disease, and that's terrible. Maybe he's right in a way. Excuse me? I mean, what's the deal? It was your daughter's lunch. I'm sure all of it wasn't worth anything. You can't afford anything good, can you? That's not the point. I feel you. It must be hard making ends meet. If you beg me to help, I can offer you some food, though. Well, your husband's here. He's begging me to forgive you for what you did. Huh? He said he told you not to look down on people. Mr. Johnson even told me right now he'll divorce you. What do you say? Wait, what? I don't understand. He never told you, but I run a business. And your husband's company happens to be one of the companies we fund. I gave you the chance, but I guess you didn't need it. I'm ending the fund. Stop joking. I know you're trying to play with me. You thought you can trick me like that? Too bad. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Why don't you go home? Your husband will be waiting for you. I've never seen him so disappointed. How? I don't believe you. How can you run a business? I thought you were just a single parent. Are you dense? Just because I'm a single parent doesn't mean I can't run a business. I'm doing whatever work I need to raise my daughter. I got divorced because my husband wouldn't work or take care of my daughter. Instead, he used my money to gamble and drink. Are you serious? You're lying, right? I'm telling you the truth. And that is why I'm canceling the contract I signed with your husband's company. Wait, even if that was true, why did nobody tell me? Your husband told me not to, mostly because you tend to look down on people. And if you found out about this, Mr. Johnson thought you'll force him to do whatever it takes to bring me down. Well, maybe I would have said such thing, but it's not nice to keep it a secret. Would I care? Nothing's gonna change for me, whether you knew the truth or not. But it's true that this all happened because we kept it a secret. See? It's all your fault. I would have changed my mind if I knew you were the business partner of my husband's company. Either way, I wouldn't like to have my daughter be friends with a family that changes attitude that way. Plus, your husband is planning to take his son with him after you two separate. Just so you know. What? What divorce? That can't happen. I wouldn't have a place to live. So, didn't your husband warn you that you shouldn't educate to choose friends by judging their backgrounds? And that you shouldn't barge into other families' business? Well, yeah, but I didn't know he was talking about this. Too bad. I hope you learned. So, any plans after divorce? I guess you'll be jobless, right? Wait, please. Please convince my husband. He should reconsider this. Besides, I'm not the one who bullied your daughter. It's not my fault. Well, who taught him those things? If you didn't interfere, this wouldn't have happened. You should apologize to the children first, not me. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry about what happened to your daughter. This won't happen again. So please convince my husband about this. Yeah, you thought I'd forgive you? Too late. How is looking down on people? It's a surprise you're a parent of a child. Enjoy the lower life standard you were wishing for. After Mrs. Johnson came home in a hurry, her husband was waiting at the door with a furious face. Without standing a chance, Mrs. Johnson agreed on the divorce and got kicked out of the house. Although Karen went back to her parents' house to ask for help. Her parents did not let her in because Mr. Johnson explained everything. Without any support, she started a job and is working all day long. I hope she learned a valuable lesson. That she is no better than a regular person without help.